Hello, I'm Jackie Widges. I'm a registered nurse with Willowbrook Memory Support Residences, and I'm here today with Kay Kibler, our owner.
Thank you, Jackie. We're doing this video today to help the caregivers with loved ones with dementia reduce stress during the holidays. Stress during the holidays is when you have regular and nobody is ill is hard. So when you have someone with dementia, it makes it much harder. So we want to give you some tips to make the holiday season be less stressful for you. You want to prepare in advance. You want to start doing things right now. You don't want to wait till the day before, especially if you're the one that's going to be hosting it. So you want to make sure that you do things before it, even 2 or 3 weeks before time, so that you're not so stressed the day that everyone comes over.
And remember, the holidays do not have to be perfect. I think we all have that image where everything goes smoothly, everything is clean and neat and in its place. That's not necessary. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. You as the caregiver, caring for someone with dementia, tend to put yourself at the bottom of the list. Take time for yourself. Take advantage of offers from friends or loved ones who offer to come in and sit with the person with dementia to give you some time for yourself. Take advantage of any type of respite services available in your area. Utilize adult daycare centers, not only to give yourself time to prepare for the holiday, but to take time for yourself. Pamper yourself. Go out, get a massage, get your nails done, shop for yourself and your loved ones. Just take some time to forget about the disease and enjoy the holiday season for yourself.
And another thing you might want to try is give everyone name tags when they come in. It's so hard for the person with dementia to remember everybody's name, and everybody will go up and say, "Hi, do you remember me?" Well, of course they don't. So the best thing you want to do is get a name tag, put down that this is Cousin Ben. You want to put down how they're related to the person with the disease. It will help them not be so stressed trying to remember everybody.
And if everybody has a name tag, it's not an oddity. It's just the thing to do. The other thing that you might think about doing is to prepare perhaps like a little index card with changes that your loved one with the dementia is experiencing now that other visitors may not be aware of. People with dementia tend to do things a little bit differently. Perhaps they may reach over someone else's plate and take something from there. They may get up and start to wander in the middle of a conversation. They a lot of times are very sensory oriented. So if someone walks in with a colorful sweater or something like that, they may go up to them and start, feeling that. People who've not been around someone with dementia, that's something very different for them. And if they overreact, the person with dementia is going to also react to that. So whatever you can do to give your visitors a heads up, it'll make things go a little smoother.
You might also want to have a quiet room, a room where the person can go that has the disease could go and sit and be by themselves. Too much stimulation and with everybody in the same room and the noise, it could be too much for them. So you might want to have a little room they can go to that has a radio or a TV, and they can sit in there and just kind of not be so anxious with all the people that are there.
I might also consider, rather than having everyone over at the same time, a sit down formal dinner typically is not something that someone with dementia can handle, especially if there are multiple conversations going on at the same time. So rather than having everyone over at the same time, you might encourage more like an open house where people can come in small groups throughout the day at different times and stay for a shorter amount of times rather than expecting everyone to be there for 3 hours all at once. That can be very overwhelming for the person with dementia.
Another thing you might want to try is don't talk about what's going to be happening until the day of, that morning. People with dementia are not going to remember that you told them today that everybody's going to be coming. Plus they might be stressed out because who's all going to be here? Are they going to remember them? And they do stress about things like that. So it's probably best just to say the day of, we're going to have some company. It's Christmas.
So what can you do? You're planning this event. You want it to be nice. You want the holidays to be enjoyable for everyone. And someone calls and says, "Hey, what can I do to help?" And that kind of puts you on the spot, and you can't come up with something right then and there. So what I suggest is you put it, in a little container, in a little mason jar. Write down all the different little things that you might need help with, such as, picking up the groceries, picking up the cookies, buying the beverages for the day. Simple tasks, but when you try and do them all at once, it's very overwhelming. So if you write those all out on little slips of paper and put it in the jar, and when someone comes over and says, "What can I do to help?" just tell them, pick something out of that jar. It's amazing. If everybody does just a little bit, it will help the holidays go a lot smoother.
So these are just a few tips that we have for you. If you'd like to talk to us, if you've got any problems or questions and you'd like to talk to us, you can sure call us at 217-342-3233, or you can message us on Facebook. We hope you all have a wonderful, stressless holiday.